Single axle, lightweight, and bunks? Yes, please. What's happening? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the brand new Keystone Coleman 13B. Now, the 13 series has been making a big splash. People have been looking for coaches under 16 feet, which is what this one is, 15 feet, 11 inches. And they wanted something that was SUV towable. This one is 2,526 pounds dry. That could also sleep the family because they've been tent camping and now they want to experience the RV life, dipping their toe in the water, if you will, without breaking the bank. Welcome to the Keystone Coleman, your family's first RV. And we're actually going to start right over here on the camp side of the 13B, which is historically the entry side of the RV with your single over single bunks. Now, even though this coach is only 16 feet long, 15 feet, 11 inches, you still have a 6 foot long bunk with a 300 pound capacity, both on the top as well as the bottom. That's awesome because it will fit an adult, maybe a couple of kids, the dogs, whatever. Just a great utilization of the space. Plus, you got a 3-inch thick foam mattress up here and USB-C and A charging, mushroom light, and on the bottom, you even have a window with a pull-down shade. But the thing that I like what they did with the 13 series, a lot of times this space under the bottom bunk isn't utilized, or there's an access point outside that's used for storage. Regardless, it's closed off on the interior. So having this space here, kind of cavernous, great for the bags, the golf clubs, you know, whatever you want to bring, the laundry basket from when you go camping that you probably haven't had space for inside your tent. Now, across from that is going to be your prep kitchen. Now, with this one being mostly electric, gone is going to be the gas cooktop. Instead, you now have the electric induction cooktop. Big fan of that because it just looks a little bit more modern, it's a little bit more clean, and more importantly, it's easier to clean than those metal cooktops that come with the propane. Now, you got some good prep space here thanks to your T-mold cabinetry. The only thing I would say is I'm not a big fan of T-mold, mainly because you got a chance right here because of the break for water to permeate down in there. But if you pick up some good silicone and just kind of seal that around the edge and just check on it every 6 months, you should be fine. You also got a 3 cubic foot refrigerator underneath, solid wood drawers on full extension drawer guides that are glazed, as well as 75 pound capacities inside of these. And you even have a good little spot for your trash can right underneath. Your sink, stainless steel, got the high-rise faucet. You do have the range hood. You even have some storage up top, and you got the flush mount Greystone microwave up there as well. Pretty much really upgrading that camping experience if what you've known is just historically tents or even truck camping. Love the space, love the flow, and the fact that if I'm sitting here making something, somebody still has room to get by me and go to the bathroom. That's a pretty good use of space inside a coach that's this small. And speaking of your bathroom, you're going to see when you come in here, you got the high-rise plastic bowl with the foot flush. I'm 6'2", 200 plus pounds, and I got plenty of room to, well, I mean, handle whatever I need to handle when I'm in here. You also have your electric water heater right here as well. That's going to be the way that you get your hot heat. You do have an inverted outlet GFCI in here as well. What that inverted outlet means is the Coleman 13B is solar prepped. So if you wanted to get an inverter put on, get some solar panels put up there, get some lithium batteries, you could truly have a really off-grid experience without having to worry about losing power. You just got to talk to your specialist at Camping World about, hey, I want to take this off the grid and make it last. How do I do that? And they'll advise you on the best way. You got your shower surround right here. Thanks to the skylight up above, I got great headroom, so I'm not really cramped. I'm also not cramped left or right. And I got my shower nozzle with the hot and cold right there. And of course, my shower curtain, which I had put up on your hangers because who doesn't need a hanger in the bathroom? Where else am I going to put my terry cloth robe for when I come back from camping and hiking to get myself cleaned up? Speaking of, let's go check out the bedroom. Give me just 1 second. You ever watch the show Supernatural? If you did, you're going to get this line. That's good water pressure. So the showers actually do have pretty good water pressure. Right here on the front of your 13B, as you can see, just past the edge of your kitchen, is going to be your primary sleeping space. Now, this is just like the bunks, you got the 3-inch thick mattress here. You also have some storage underneath. The thing I like about this is if I needed to access it from the outside, I could, or vice versa. So if something's in the storage underneath and it's raining outside, I can just lift this up and get it. You'll also see that you got your circuit breaker box right here and your switch for your fireplace and your AC. Yes, the 13B has a fireplace, which is roughly 4,800 BTUs of heat, multi-flame, multi-light setting. It's electric. That is your heat source for the 13B, and it does a pretty good job. Right up over here in the wall is going to be my air conditioner. Now, this is what we call the side-mounted or the wall-mounted AC. Just cut that on like you usually do, and you'll see it does have the ability to angle the vents, so forth and so on. You can put it on auto, you can put it on cool, you can put it on dry, which most air conditioners do have a dehumidifier type of setup for it. So having that is pretty nice. Plus you can control the speeds as well. My storage shelf up top, which is nice and high. And the reason why I like that is because if I'm sitting up like this, I'm reading, or I'm watching my TV, which is mounted over here on the campsite, I'm not hitting my head on the shelf. So I like how they raised this up and made it higher, but it's still big enough that I can put stuff on. My nightstand space, well, technically it's the edge of your kitchen as well as this space over here. But you do have another inverted outlet as well as USB-C and A charging. And your command panel, which is right by the door before we head outside, this is where you go to run out your awning, cut on your water pump, as well as cut on your light, and check your tanks. Now, for being only 15 feet 11 inches, this coach has a 28-gallon fresh tank, 34-gallon gray, and 34-gallon black. Those are nice tank sizes, but you have to remember, this coach is also meant to sleep 4. So, putting that into perspective, but hopefully giving you the info you need to make this your first RV. Now let's go take a walk around the outside. And here we are on the outside of the Keystone Coleman 13B. Once again, 15 feet, 11 inches, 2,526 pounds dry. Up front, you're gonna see your manual tongue jack as well as your battery rail. And you'll see that little plug beside the box that says solar on the side. That is your solar prep. And that little plug-in is what's known as the ZAMP Quick Connect. So this is pre-wired for solar. And if you do plan on going off grid or you need power for extra things, you just wanna stay off the grid for a hot minute, ask your specialist at Camping World about how do I get solar put in, what about the inverter, what do you need? They'll walk you through that process. But if you get the briefcase solar panels, they will quick connect into that and trickle charge your battery for you. On the campsite is where you're gonna see your storage. And it's got the magnetic, it's anti-slam doors. They even covered the hinges, which I like because the hinges are metal. With this being exposed to the elements, no chance for them to rust and go bad on you. But finished off storage right here, which is also accessible by the bed underneath. This is an aluminum sided RV, and I like what Keystone does with the aluminum that they have on here, as well as the coating, which is gonna help the fading. You also have an 8-foot powered awning with LED light strip, friction hinge door, steel fold-up step. You got the steel rims on your Dexter Easy Lube axle right here, and you got the galvanized well, which will help if you got debris popping up, it won't damage the bottom. 80% tint on your safety seal windows. Manual stab jack right here in the rear, as well as ladder and backup camera prep. This is something that's unique. Any RV that you get, please get 3 things for me. I don't care what you buy, especially if it's a travel trailer. You'll need these 3 things. Get a backup camera if it doesn't already have it. Get tire pressure monitoring, because the #1 cause of RV accidents is tire blowouts. And then get a weight distribution and sway hitch. I don't care if you pull in this 2,500-pound coach with a 550. When a tractor trailer passes you, that wind could still cause your RV to list. Trust me, your safety is important. But backup camera, absolute. On the side, this is right here is where you're gonna see your cable connection for your entertainment. And over here on the off-camp side is also where you're gonna see your dumps, AKA your terminations, gray tank and black tank right there. Back of my AC, this right here is your 30-amp retractable power cord. I like that too because I've lost a power cord. Just saying, I'm not the brightest light on the Christmas tree. City water connection, as well as fresh tank fill, window, which is right beside our bed. And then of course, all seated on a solid powder-coated frame. Great first-timers RV for the family to just wants to get up off the ground, get a coach to really experience what the RV life is like. You're tired of booking the hotel rooms. Maybe you're tired of, taking the plane trips, taking the train trips, whatever. You want to travel with your own RV, but you don't want to upgrade your tow vehicle. The Coleman 13B could be that sweet spot. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what'd you think of it. What do you like it? Where are you going to take it? 2,500 pounds dry, 15 feet, 11 inches long, the Coleman 13B. And please, while you're at it, also click like, subscribe, and notify so the next time we do one of these, you're the first one to get it. I'm Chris Young for Camping World. Hope to see you on the road soon.